What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we're going to be drawing Shoto Todoroki, a close-up. So kind of top of his head is kind of cut off, so it's more kind of a more detailed picture of his face, right? So a real popular character, so said I'd do another one. I have 2 Todoroki videos, I think. 2 or 3. So you can check them out if you want kind of more standard, another one with him using his power. So search my videos for those ones, just type in Todoroki, should come up. And this one's a close-up. So I'm on a landscape orientation page. Use a pencil and hit pause if I go too fast when I move my hand, okay? So we're going to start with the eyes. So I'd say center point of my page is approximately here. So to do his eyes, we just come up, over to the right hand side, a small little bit. So we'll just start with a curved line, like this, and it comes fairly flat. He's kind of small-ish sort of eyes anyway. Right, so it comes over like that. So it's not like it's not like a rainbow line or anything. It's kind of a smoother line. And then you just thicken this up a little bit. So we just make it darker. Maybe with an extra sort of eyelash sticking off there. So most of this is kind of cut off with his hair anyway, so you won't see back here. But that's the top eyelid. So then the back goes down diagonal, and then it comes across the bottom, like so. So these lines don't really touch. There's a bit of a gap, okay? And then his iris, so it's kind of long ovalish sort of shape. So like curves down here, that side, and then it curves down here, this side. And there's a gap in between. When characters in My Hero Academia are zoomed in on, we got a close-up, they do this sort of eye. So if it's a standard sort of shape for his head, they don't really do this, they join it together. But when they're zoomed up, there's a bit of a gap. You can do a full circle if you wanted. And then his pupil, just in here. Kind of touching his top eyelid there. And because we're so close up, we can add a couple of detail lines in his blue eye. Just there. Small little dots or iris lines. So his next eye, right, starts about here. So My Hero Academia eyes are way bigger than standard normal eyes, right? So you could probably only fit half of his eye in between, right? Or 3/4 maybe, right? So whatever the tear duct to maybe the 3/4 of his eye, so 3/4 along, so about here, will fit in between his 2 tear ducts. Not the whole eye, because they're too big. They're out of proportion in My Hero Academia. So once you get that, we go across. Like so, another big sort of curved line, flat. Like so when you thicken it up again. Like so. So you don't have to be too precious about it, just a thicker line, just there. Then his eyelid coming down here, similar to the other side, and then it comes across for the tear duct, just over there. And then his iris, again, 2 lines, one coming down there, the other one coming down here. And they don't touch, and maybe the top is a little bit thicker than the bottom, like so. And then his iris, or pupil should I say, sorry, just there. And there's no marks in this eye, it's just grey, so there's no iris dots or anything like that. So we can't really see his eyebrows because of his hair. So we'll just add an eyelid line here and an eyelid line there. Right? That's basically his eyes. Pretty simple. Then his nose, right? So we got nostrils just here. And maybe like a line coming sort of straight down there. Then his mouth. So 2 lines again, kind of like his eyes. They're not joined, right? So one coming across there, and the other coming across like so. Like that. So real flat sort of mouth, just with a gap sort of in the middle there. Right, so then his chin. So he's got a square sort of chin. Well, not like very square, but sort of comes around like that. Not square at all. What was I saying? Curved. And now check proportions. So eyes to nose. So say pupil area, because we're close up, I'd say. Just give it more of a distance. So pupil to nose, about the same as nose to chin. See that? Pupil, nose, about the same. You could maybe go top eyelid because his eyes are so skinny. So top eyelid to nose, about the same as nose. The very bottom of his nose here to chin is about the same. Okay, so this is halfway. The bottom of his nose, halfway between top of his eye there and his chin, right? And then his mouth, so mouth to nostrils, about the same as mouth to chin. Here to here, about the same as here to here. And then we'll go up the side of the face, like so. You want to stop about mouth level, because that's kind of where it starts to go up the side of his face for his jaw. Okay, so we go like so. Same thing pretty much on the other side. So up, around, like so. Okay. Right, so now his fringe and his hair. So hair spikes, lots of them. So hair spike here. Hair spike here. And this one will go over his eye. There's a couple now over his eye. Like this. And of course you should be using a pencil so you can erase those lines. And then we go up like so, diagonally, and then down to there, across his eye actually, and up to here, and then this one goes down like so. And then we have a larger one. Like so. Back up to there. This actually goes the whole way up because he's got that sort of part in his hair. You know, the red and the silver. There might be like an extra spike up there, right up off the top of my page. If you have more room, of course, you can go a bit further. But this is a close-up, so we're just focusing on the face. So then, silver lines here, like so, and some more coming down this way. So he's got like a cluster in the middle, just above his nose. More lines going up there. So, and the gaps here are where we can see some of his eyebrows. So we'll add those now. Just right there. his eye. Like so. Back up. There. Back up. Into here. Back up. Like so. And then eyebrows. Right, so. Eyebrow line. Coming across, what we can see of it anyway, inside there. And it's a little bit wider at the front than it is at the back. So it gets skinnier as we go back. And then the other side. Like so. And because it's a close-up, maybe you can add some like texture lines because we can see it's an eyebrow. We're so close to his face. Like so. Right, I'll just erase those eye lines that we shouldn't see underneath his hair. Okay, so then we can see some more hair and his ears. So we got like another hairline going up like so. And then we see an ear sticking out kind of here in line with his eyebrow. And then it comes down like so. And kind of lines up, the earlobe lines up with kind of the bottom of his nose. So it'll come like down into there. And like a line inside just there. And then hair goes up around to the side of his head and off the top of my page. Right, up and off there, and like some texture lines, like so. Right, then the other side, so again we can see a couple more hair spikes, like this, and some more coming up here, and we can see like a little bit of his ear on this side, not a lot, so line them up. And then it comes up and over to there, down to there. And then same sort of thing, hair spikes, a few of them. It doesn't have to be the exact same on both sides, you know. So you can have some extra spikes and stuff sticking out, but in general, same shape for his head, goes up that way. Lines down like so. If you have more room and you're looking to finish the top of his head, like you want to round it off, I would say like chin to eyebrow is about the same as eyebrow to top of his head, right? So here to here, eyebrows are probably halfway between his chin and like the top of his skull, sort of up there. You want to go at least that distance, right? To get to the top of his head. If you have more room, of course, if you have more room on your page. Anyway, moving on. So his neck. So we'll go down from his jaw. Down that side. Kind of curve it out a bit. Just there. And same thing on this side. Comes down from his jaw. Like so. Right, so he's got a sort of navy shirt on, right? So it comes down like so, down and in. Same thing on this side. Comes down, kind of bumps down into there. And then the collar of the shirt comes out, down like so, back up into there, and pretty much the same thing on this side. Down. It goes real long, back up into there, and then like fold lines just showing the color sort of clothes fold lines, and then he does have a shadow underneath his chin. So My Hero Academia tends to have black shadows underneath the characters' chins. Like so, and then some muscle sort of necklines just here, like so, maybe like Adam's apple-ish sort of line just there in the middle, and then collarbones coming off this way, collarbones coming off that way, and maybe like neck muscle or something there, and then the rest of his shoulders. So it comes off, bumps off. He's wearing some clothing, so these are just bump lines for clothes, and then his shoulder comes out like so, and down off my page, and side. It's like he's wearing a bag or a strap or something here. So we got like a bump, and then a strap comes down this way, like so, and boop. Shoulder comes off, down like so. I'm gonna get them about the same width into there. Okay, but I think that's everything. That is how to draw Shoto Todoroki close up. Hope it was helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.